Hmm. Ooh, that one's a good one. Think I'll wait for that.
Your oldest friend is a jester.
Yes. We've been friends for as long as I could.
Gustave would have loved that.
Why?
Because he liked the idea we don't get to enjoy such long. Why are you allying yourself?
Not a lot of options out here. In case you had...
What about the previous expeditioners? Did you help them too?
That's a terrible way to ask questions. It's always it.
Given the circumstances, I think we can skip.
Alliances are usually give and take. Trust goes both ways.
All right then. As a gesture of good faith, I'll show you how to use Lune.
No need.
Well, aren't you a quick...
But I appreciate the gesture.
Mm-hmm. Trust works both.
All right. I'll answer 3 questions.
Only 3.
Someone's a bit greedy.
3 questions with 3 follow-ups.
You're really pushing...
I think it's reasonable.
All right.
How come Monoco lives so far from the other Gestrels?
Monoco's a searcher. They travel the land looking for Gestrels who went missing after the fracture.
The lost Gestrels.
Yeah. That and he, pissed off Golgra.
That was...
Yeah.
You were thinking of...
Well, not just her, but...
What, her?
Yeah.
She reminds me of...
Who? Well, you also thought you knew Sciel.
Oh, but I do.
Sometimes
Oh, well. That's because you're all cousins.
Right, so,
Yes, yes, yes. Just like first. You're so very...
Yep.
Oh, great name. Oh,
You're just a big ball of nonsense sometimes.
that's why.
Like I said, I want to get him fully set up first before I set up anybody else. Okay, so I don't need energizing start anymore. So where is it? Sweet kill. No, I don't really care about that. Yeah, that one works. Energizing start plus another 3. We'll save it. Okay, how we doing? Alright, so after we're done with this part, and after we have writing the journal for Gustave's apprentices, and then after this, we're gonna go through like this kind of stuff as well.
Hey,
Hey, it's fine.
I just...
I miss him too.
It's...
The pain we feel. Every time we lose, I've tried many ways of dealing with it. Running from it, but what I needed was to use it.
What do you mean?
I feel everything. And I let it burn when I'm tired. When I feel hopeless. I use the pain. I use the fear. The shame. The guilt. The anger.
Lune.
I can almost feel them beside me. Especially when I use chroma. I feel their presence. Their closeness.
Feel...
Yeah.
I'd like to feel him.
You have an affinity for chroma too.
How do you always know what...
I don't want to know a secret. I have no idea what I'm doing. Don't tell anyone else.
What are you working on?
Contingency plans. If we fail, Expedition 32 will need every bit of information we have.
Right, but how are you going to get it to them?
I asked the Gestrals for help.
Smart.
What are the stars whispering to you?
Actually, I'm the one whispering to them.
Oh?
It's something my dad and I used to do. When I was scared, or anxious, or even when I was happy, he'd say, share it with the stars. When it's hard to talk about things, the stars will understand.
I like that.
I talked to the stars a lot after he was gone.
I remember the night we first met at the Crooked Tower.
Right. After the gommage.
I was surprised to find you there. I thought I was the only one who knew about that room.
I had to get away from the harbour. And those damn petals everywhere. So I climbed up.
It wasn't logical. But part of me really believed my parents and their expedition had succeeded. That they'd stopped her. Then the Patriots woke. And I knew they weren't coming home.
You know, it meant a lot to me. The comfort we shared that day. But you avoided me after. Why?
It wasn't personal. I cut a lot of people out of my life.
Okay, not personal.
That day, I knew my parents had failed. They were counting on me to finish their work. I couldn't afford distractions.
Friends are not distractions.
I know that now.
Wow. We're in the middle of nowhere with 1 year left to live. What better time to build friendships?
I could use some wine, though.
Making friends is thirsty work.
Dang, we're at 42 minutes. This one might get split into two. Okay, never mind. No, it won't. Actually, it might. It might.
Thanks. It really was a beautiful place.
Glad you liked it. We've buried friends there too. You were right about condolences. We offer them because we don't know what else to say, but there's no comfort there.
No.
All we can do is carry them with us.
Guess.
Sorry. It's just wet.
Drowning in our own sadness. Hey, why did you join the expedition? I mean, with the Gommage, I understand the rest of the team's decision, but you're half their age.
Out here seemed better than in there at the time.
It's natural. Wanting to escape a life you don't want.
Escape. Yeah. That's what I wanted. But Gustave and the others, they really want to change things.
But changing your life also counts. Can't always shoulder the world's problems, you know? It'll drain you fast.
Gustave would probably say, if more of us cared, then it would lighten the load for everyone.
He sounds like a good guy.
Wait. I kept Gustave's, so you can have mine. You'll need one if you want to be an official member of our merry crew.
I gotta say, I didn't take you for an official kind of person.
Welcome to the disaster expedition.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up splitting this episode into two, just to let everyone know.
How far to Monoco station?
With Esquie? That should be quick.
Because first we got to go back to the Forgotten Battlefield. We're going to definitely got to get used to parrying. Freaking parries are freaking annoying. I think I missed an item. Yeah, I did miss one. After looking back at the recording, I was like, yeah, there's a small spot right there. I was like, crap. And that's another colorful Lumina, which we all know I want to get as many as I can so I can make sure that I have basically all of like the best abilities on him. Because by like the end of the game, I'm gonna make sure that him, Maelle, and Luna are probably gonna be like the strongest ones in like the game. I mean, I'll make sure that the other two, because you get to get what's his name coming up, the other guy. I'll make sure he's strong as well, and I'll make sure the one lady is strong. But most of the Lumina things are going to be going on those three. Alright, so let's see here. How long has it been going? 47 minutes? We're good. We'll keep on going until we hit like 55. So there's another colorful Lumina, which is always good. And now you want to go over here, you want to go BAM! Goodbye. And now it's called Now We Look Around.
Monoco station is to the north, not far from here.
And that's another painting workshop, so we'll just leave that be for like a little bit.
Ready to strike.
A storm is coming.
Those are the ones that were way over here. Definitely not going there yet. Yeah, I thought that was a forgotten battlefield. What's this? Stone quarry, okay.
Let's spill some ink. Blade cut through the flames.
Oh, lovely.
I'm trying to look for the one that I would want the most. Okay. Okay, so before we go fight this guy, I am gonna end this episode right here. I do want to thank everyone for tuning in here, and I'll see everybody in like the next episode. And we're actually going to go back to camp first before we start up like the next episode. Now we'll start the next episode at the camp, but I'll see everybody in like the next episode.